My name is Anthony Mitchell, and I'm a second-degree black belt under Bruno Mendes from Soulfighters Association, and I've been training for 16 and a half years. I achieved my black belt after about 8 years. It was a little bit faster than I wanted it, but it is what it is, and I've made the best of it. It's my journey, you know. Everything, you know, in life happens for a reason. It happened, and I've achieved some great things at the black belt level, but most importantly, I think the most important thing that I've achieved is you know, being able to instruct others and gain the knowledge and the ability to, because you know, when I first got my black belt, I wasn't a very good instructor, and I think that's what hinders a lot of people at the black belt level, is that they're really good at jiu-jitsu, but they don't know how to translate jiu-jitsu, teach jiu-jitsu, and you know, maybe I don't think it's egotistical of myself, because I think that I'm a better coach, and I think I teach jiu-jitsu better than I probably compete jiu-jitsu. So you know, maybe that's a little bit of opposite of egotistical. Maybe when I first started, I thought I was better than I was, but the mats will definitely humble you. Been a little bit about myself. Is born in Slidell, Mississippi, and Slidell, Louisiana, and then moved to Mississippi when I was about 5 years old, and then moved around for a long time with my dad with his job, and then we settled in Meridian, and I lived in Meridian until I moved away to just be on my own and follow my own path. So I moved to Hattiesburg on my own and met my wife, and she sold me a cell phone. We've been married now for June will be 17 years. Proud father of 4 dogs, 3 rescued pit bulls, and a rescued handicap pug. You know, that's my joy off the mats, is being with my family and spending what little time I get to spend with them. Jiu-Jitsu is definitely a lot of time consuming. Do a lot of refereeing for American Grappling Federation with a lot of my students, and watching my students compete, and going to coaching as they travel around the country to compete at various tournaments. And you know, but it's a fun life. I definitely enjoy doing it. If I had some advice to give to somebody starting jiu-jitsu, would be to don't expect too much. Don't go in with any expectations. What got me started in jiu-jitsu was I've always been successful at everything I've done. I was good at baseball, I was good at football. I competed in bodybuilding. First show I was ever in, I won my division, I won the overall. I've always been driven to compete, and I've always wanted to just be the best at it. And when I started doing jiu-jitsu, I started doing actually mixed martial arts, because jiu-jitsu wasn't really popular that long ago around here. I was horrible at it. I was terrible. Terrible is a better word. If there's a word if there's a word that describes it more than terrible, then that's what I was also. And when you're used to being kind of the best at everything you're doing, succeeding at everything, and then all of a sudden you're terrible, people who have, you know, confidence problems they'll shy away from it and just stick to what they're good at. But you know, I knew that I've got to get better at this. This is something that I really enjoyed doing. I just wasn't good at it. So I wanted to push myself harder and harder and train more and more. And so if somebody knew that, you know, wants to start jiu-jitsu or is just starting out, you know, enjoy the fact that you're not good at it, because one day you're going to be really good at it, and you know, you're you know, you're going to be eager for knowledge, and you're going to learn, and the knowledge is going to come less frequently. You're going to learn less stuff. So, you know, if you're starting out, you know, just be thankful that you don't know anything. Learn as much as you possibly can, and just be a sponge. Soak it all up. Listen to the instructors. Different instructors have different styles. Listen to what they say. It's a martial art, so we're not training robots. What we show you is what our body types allow, but everybody's body type's different. So eventually, one day, you know, you're going to create you're going to do jiu-jitsu. All the destinations are the same. The arm bars are the same. The triangles are the same. Chokes are the same. Everything's the same. But how you get there and the path you get there is different. And you learn that through, you know, just being on the mats and evolving through jiu-jitsu. And, you know, a lot of people quit, you know, because it's extremely difficult. And the reason why I didn't quit is because because of how difficult it was. And no matter how much I learned, I still hadn't even grasped like this. I hadn't even broken the surface of how much there was to learn. And just as soon as I was good, and just as soon as I could beat people and I could submit people, then I'd come across somebody who would just demolish me and destroy me. And it's still, to this day, after 16 and a half years of doing it, you know, there's still people that maybe haven't even been doing it as long as I have that grab a hold of me and make me feel like, you know, it's my first day all over again. So it just makes me want to work even harder to get even better. So if, you know, if you got confidence problems, you know, jiu-jitsu can help. If you got confidence issues, then, you know, it might not be the right thing for you, because you're not going to be very good at it for a long, long time. You know, but it's definitely something that if you have an amazing work ethic and you have a really, really positive attitude, and you're, you know, you're somebody that people want to be around, then, you know, you'll thrive in this sport. It's amazing. You'll meet some of the best people you've ever met before, from all different walks of life. And you know, I wouldn't trade anything that I've done, you know, for anything, just because it's led me to where I am today. The mistakes I've made, you know, the paths that I've gone down that you know, maybe haven't been the correct way. It's led me to the position that I'm in now, and I got two great partners at two great academies that are just, you know, the mats are packed with students that are just eager to learn. We're sitting here watching them right now. Just the technique is incredible, and, you know, everybody's got such a great attitude, and, you know, it's very rewarding. It's something that it's something I'll do for my entire life. I'll never not do jiu-jitsu. It's you know, it's amazing. I can't use any other word to describe it other than it's simply amazing. It's probably the greatest sport that I've ever done. You know, you got so many people that help you succeed and that want you to succeed and that push you to succeed, and then when it's game time, you're out there all by yourself, and you got to make everything that you've been working on. It's all got to work, and you don't get but one mistake most of the time. So it's definitely something that if you have even the slightest inkling of an idea that you might want to try it, don't be like me and wait till you're, you know, 25 years old. Do it as soon as you can. Get your kids involved in it, because it's rewarding in so many different ways. The belts aren't near as rewarding as the lessons that you learn and the people that you get to meet. It's jiu-jitsu is amazing.